NRCA has just completed its 124th year of operation, and we enter our 125th year in really good shape, thanks in no small part to the great support we've gotten from the nearly 4,000 NRCA members we have around the country and indeed around the world. We wound up the year on May 31st with a net loss in membership of barely less than 1%. So we're extremely grateful to the nearly 4,000 members who chose to renew their membership for 2011. And looking forward, of course, we hope that those members will continue to stay with us even as the economy for the industry continues to struggle. As we head into the new NRCA year, we do so with two big items on our agenda that are absorbing our resources and demanding our time and attention. And I want to talk briefly about both of those. The first of those is the avalanche that we continue to experience of new government regulation, federal government regulation primarily, but also state and local government regulation. At the top of our list has been the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, which, as you all know, has new fall protection rules that will be enforced as of September 16th for certain residential construction projects, including re-roofing and repair projects. We have OSHA also considering new rules on silica exposure, on styrene exposure, on formaldehyde exposure, and we continue to work, as we have been for the last 20 years, developing research on asphalt fumes and whether there's any health effects of worker exposure to asphalt fumes, and we expect to have some findings later this year from the International Agency on Research in Cancer on that subject. Meanwhile, we're getting new regulations coming from the Environmental Protection Agency on lead abatement and other areas. We're getting rules from the Department of Transportation, getting rules from the Department of Labor, from the National Labor Relations Board, and a whole host of others that are demanding a lot of our time and attention. On a more positive note, our agenda is also being driven by the movement to green buildings, and I mean green in the very broad sense of energy conserving and environmentally friendly buildings, and we're seeing that manifest itself in a number of different ways. We're seeing a lot of interest in roofs as energy conservers and energy producing entities. A lot more interest in more roof insulation, more roof reflectivity, in vegetative roof systems, in photovoltaic roof systems, and all of the other components of roofing that make us more valuable to the building owner community. We're also seeing it manifested in the codes and standards development process, where now we'll be seeing in 2012 the publication of the new International Green Construction Code, which is going to have a lot of implications for the industry as we begin to understand all of its implications and begin to comply with some of the requirements that will be adopted by local code bodies, requiring such things as using more recycled materials, using more materials that are energy conserving, and using more materials that require less transportation to and from the job site. So another full year, another interesting year coming up for NRCA. And as always, we look forward to the continuing support of our many good members around the country, and we hope that this year brings you better fortune and more work than 2010.